Welcome back. Today let's talk about my ultimate winter EDC for productivity. These are all the essentials that I always carry with me, so let's get started. First, let's talk about staying warm on the go. And I never leave the house in the winter without my trusty coffee mug. Because whenever I leave the house early in the morning, this mug keeps my coffee warm for hours. And for sure, whether it's a hot cup of coffee or tea, having a reliable mug in your EDC is a game changer during these chilly winter days. Especially this one is nice for all the camera nerds out there because it actually looks like a good old lens, and that's why it's a perfect fit for my own EDC. But next up, let's talk about tech, and of course my everyday carry is the iPhone 14 Pro. And yes, this device has become the main part of my EDC for my daily life. And yes, for me the iPhone 14 Pro is not just a phone, it's a versatile tool that keeps me connected and entertained in any scenario. However, I definitely need to say that I don't use the camera that often anymore. It's mostly for just some quick photos or short stories, but in most cases I only use it for communication and staying up to date. Exactly, that's one of the main reasons why I don't want to upgrade it anytime soon, because it's right now still overkill for most of the things that I need on the go. Especially for photography or videography, I always use my Canon R5 or my C70, and that's why I mostly use my iPhone for just socials and business related things. Another accessory that I always carry with me is the Apple MagSafe charger. This wireless charger snaps right onto the back of my iPhone 14 Pro, providing a fast and secure charge whenever I need it. What I really like is that the magnetic connection ensures that the charger stays in place even if I'm on the move. For sure, it's a small addition to my EDC, but it makes a big difference in keeping my devices powered up throughout the day. Since I use it a lot for communication and staying up to date, I don't want to run into any low battery situations, so having a small and compact power bank is a must-have. Next on the list is another iPhone accessory, and here we need to talk about the AirPods Pro. And yes, the noise cancellation is still for me a game changer, allowing me to enjoy crystal clear audio even in noisy environments. Especially on the go, I use them all the time because they seamlessly fit into my Apple setup, so I can easily connect them with my iPhone or Mac. And yes, especially for my EDC, versatility is the most important part here. But now let's talk about another non-tech item, and a good pair of winter gloves is another must-have in my EDC. Not only do they provide warmth, but they also keep my hands dry and protected from the cold wind. This year I also decided to buy a pair that allows me to use touchscreens, so I can still use my iPhone 14 Pro without taking them off. Next, let's talk about another essential for any EDC, and yes, an EDC is not complete without a reliable wallet. I've opted for a minimalist design that easily fits into my winter coat pocket. It got enough space for my essential cards and cash without adding unnecessary bulk. That's super important for me because otherwise I always tend to clutter my wallet with all kind of unnecessary things, and yes, at the end of the day, a good wallet is not just functional item, it should also fit into your EDC. And exactly that's why I decided to stick with my basic wallet that got this vintage touch as well. The next EDC item that we need to talk about is my Apple Watch, and yes, it has earned its place in my EDC for its versatility. In addition to my iPhone, it's another perfect add-on that keeps me connected without having to reach for my iPhone all the time. What I definitely need to mention is that I only wear it whenever I leave the house. As soon as I'm back at home in my office, I store it on my desk tray to keep my setup clutter-free. Next up on my list is another versatile tool, the Leatherman Multi-Tool. From opening packages to fixing gear, this compact tool does it all. Its durable build and versatility makes it an essential for any winter EDC. And yes, especially for content production, such a multi-tool is also highly recommended. If you need to tighten a screw or build a rig on set, it's just perfect. At the end of the day, since I got it, I never had to check out other multi-tools because it basically offers most tools that I need, and that's why I always carry it with me. Another tool that we need to talk about is a mini flashlight. And yes, as the days get shorter, having a reliable source of light also becomes crucial. And that's why my winter EDC wouldn't be complete without a mini flashlight. It's just a simple one, but it's super effective, especially in these darker winter nights, so if you don't have a flashlight for your everyday carry, I can highly recommend it. Last but not least, let's talk about one of my favorite EDC gadgets, a mini notebook. And yes, it's one of the newest additions to my collection, and I mostly use it just for notes and brainstorming sessions for personal projects. And yes, there's something satisfying about putting pen to paper. At the end of the day, a mini notebook is perfect for writing down ideas, making quick sketches, or noting important details on the go. For client work, I also have this bigger notebook here, so I won't mix any important details, and of course it makes it way easier to track the progress for each individual project. If you want to give it a try, I can highly recommend to get a mini notebook first, because it's way easier to carry it around. But at the end of the day, using a notebook is a game changer. But yeah, this is my winter EDC for productivity. So, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new, don't forget to smash that subscribe button to stay updated for upcoming videos, and I'll see you in the next video.